Vannupatha Jathakaya. Once upon a time, when Brahmadatta was the king of Benares in Kasi, the Bodhisattva was born into a trader's family. When he grew up, he traveled around trading with 500 carts. On one occasion, he came to a sandy wilderness 60 leagues across, the sand of which was so fine that when grasped, it slipped through the fingers of the closed fist. As soon as the sun was up, it grew as hot as a bed of charcoal embers, and nobody could walk upon it. Consequently, those traveling used to take firewood, water, oil, rice, and so forth on their carts, and only traveled by night. At dawn, they used to arrange their carts in a circle to form an encampment with an awning spread overhead, and after an early meal used to sit in the shade all day long. They had their evening meal when the sun went down, and as soon as the ground became cool, they would yoke their carts and move forward. Traveling on this desert was like voyaging over the sea. A desert pilot, as he was called, had to convoy them by knowledge of the stars. This was the way in which our merchant was now traveling that wilderness. When he had only some 7 more miles before him, he thought to himself, "Tonight we'll see us out of this sandy wilderness." He ordered the wood and water to be thrown away. After they had their supper, yoking his carts, he set out on the road. In the front cart, he sat the pilot upon a couch, looking up to the stars in the heavens and directing the course thereby. He had been without rest for so long that he fell asleep, the result being that he did not notice the oxen had turned around and were retracing their steps. All night the oxen kept on their way. At dawn the pilot woke up and, observing the disposition of the stars overhead, shouted, "Turn the carts around! Turn the carts around!" As they turned the carts and were forming them into a line, day broke. "Why, this is where we camped yesterday," cried the people of the caravan. "All our wood and water is gone, and we are lost." They made an encampment, spread the awning overhead, and each man flung himself down the despair beneath his own cart. The Bodhisattva thought to himself, "If I give up, every single one will perish." He walked about while it was still early and cool, until he came upon a clump of kusa grass. This grass can only grow up here thanks to the presence of water underneath, he thought. He ordered a spade to be brought and a hole to be dug at the spot. 60 cubits down they dug, until at the depth the spade struck a rock and everybody lost heart. Feeling sure there must be water under that rock, the Bodhisattva descended into the hole and took his stand upon it. Stopping down, he put his ear to the rock and listened. Catching the sound of water flowing beneath, he came out and said to a serving lad, "My boy, if you give in, we shall all perish. So take heart and courage. Go down into the hole with this iron sledgehammer and strike the rock." The lad was resolute and obedient to his master's bidding, where all others had lost heart. He went down and struck the rock. The rock which had dammed the stream split apart and fell in. Up rose the water in the hole until it was as high as a palm tree. Everybody drank and bathed. They chopped up their spare axes, yokes, and other surplus gear. They cooked their rice, ate it, and fed their oxen. They hoisted a flag by the side of the well and traveled on their destination as soon as the sun set. There they bartered away their goods for twice and 4 times the value. They returned to their own homes with the proceeds.